Welcome to the AI Care Agents 247 AI Governance Learning Pathway. We are a California nonprofit dedicated to building a practical, community-focused pathway to help nonprofits, legal aid organizations, and clinics move from confusion to governed action. Legal aid clinics and nonprofits are rapidly integrating artificial intelligence to serve under-resourced populations, scaling their reach and processing cases at maximum speed. Adopting these powerful systems without a governance framework is equivalent to pouring concrete on a vacant lot without pulling permits. The construction is fast, but the liability is massive. Standard market benchmarks create a severe financial barrier. AI risk assessments run $5,000, and monthly advisory costs $6,000. AI Care Agents 247 tackles these hurdles. Services are delivered at a 50% nonprofit-supported rate, with reductions to zero for organizations requiring hardship waivers. In this Cornerstone module, we are laying the groundwork for your AI governance journey. True AI safety for vulnerable communities requires an accessible, financially viable blueprint for governance. The chaotic landscape of unpermitted AI adoption across these organizations must urgently shift into a highly structured, intentional site plan. This begins with the Cornerstone phase, where organizations clearly define AI safety parameters, followed closely by the site plan phase to lock in their specific operational specialty. Next comes the foundation phase. Here, we navigate dense global regulatory standards, specifically the NIST AI Risk Management Framework, the federal standard for managing AI risks, and ISO/IEC 42001, the international benchmark for AI management systems. This conceptual diagram illustrates those abstract global frameworks, acting as the massive physical base blocks of a building's foundation. In the framing phase, we take these massive global rules and adapt them into a precise structure tailored specifically for California-regulated sectors. Without this targeted structural framing, global standards remain heavy and theoretical, making them entirely unworkable for local nonprofits trying to deploy them in the field. Once the frame is up, we enter the systems phase. Think of this as installing the vital internal plumbing and electrical wiring required to keep the structure functional. This risk-scoring matrix visualizes the first practical workflows. Organizations map comprehensive AI use case inventories and actively score the risks of each tool. We then build internal gates, drafting strict policies and conducting rigorous vendor reviews to isolate data vulnerabilities. You then move to the inspection phase, executing a complete gap analysis to verify that every preceding step securely aligns. The result is purely practical. Teams generate completed templates, draft strict compliance checklists, and physical, audit-ready evidence. The systems and inspection phases take a complex legal framework and forge it into an actively verifiable, audit-proof environment. We finally reach occupancy, achieving certification and initiating service delivery. This is immediately followed by maintenance to ensure ongoing, active governance. Completing this build grants executive directors and compliance leads a tangible credential, one rooted strictly in public benefit practice rather than industry hype. Because the organization is structurally sound from the ground up, the nonprofit can safely pursue innovation while keeping vulnerable communities completely shielded from algorithmic risk. The severe gap between million-dollar corporate compliance and nonprofit reality is bridged precisely through this structured, step-by-step architectural pathway. Thanks for joining us for this module. Be sure to check the video description to download today's practical output and proceed to the next video in the playlist to continue building your AI governance foundation.